Greeting everyone. My name is Nassim Taleb. I don't have a very precise profession, but I have one idea: the role of rare events, whether in markets, in history, in science, and in other fields. So I'm interested in the role of rare events. I was a trader for 20 years almost, but I also pursued separate parallel careers as an author and as a professor. So what do I do for a living depends on which cocktail party I attend. I gave some thought to the idea after finishing the Black Swan 3 years ago of what we should be doing. I identified the disease, which is blindness to rare events, but I did not provide very precise solutions. Now I'm a little more prepared to present, to tell people what to do. They need, in one word, to be robust. Now, what does robustness mean? It means a lot of things, but it mostly means being resistant to shocks, adverse shocks. How is that done? You need to be overinsured. Believe it or not, overinsured, which is the opposite. You need to have low leverage, as low leverage as you can get away with, and be overinsured. You also need to change your way of thinking about the world, to have a way of thinking that values defensive strategies as a core strategy. To give you an idea, if I'm in cash and everybody else loses money, I got a lot richer. And effectively, as of today, over the past 10 years, cash has been one of the highest performing assets. So being in cash, you should not be at all afraid of being aggressively in cash, and consider it an aggressive strategy by saying, I'm going to be in cash, and if everybody else has problems, I'm going to go buy their assets. Another thing I would tell investment officers is to avoid the clustering. Avoid acting in function of what other investment officers are doing. This is what's causing severe, market problems, but also ethical problems. Because a lot of people say, okay, if I have this strategy, say I'm investing in these risky securities with hidden risks, and I lose money, everybody else will be losing money. Well, that may be a very good reasoning for someone to hedge his career, but it's not ethical for me. Ethical is what you do what you think you should be doing, regardless of what others are doing. Because this causes clustering of people doing all the wrong things simply because other people are doing the wrong thing. So what I call cascades and pathologies. And we've seen that, we see that in the markets, people engaging in strategies that don't make sense. So to summarize, the central point for me is robustness. Of course, by robustness, I mean robustness to these big shocks, black swans. Take a lot of risks, but be robust to black swans. How can that be done? I explain it in my book by being very aggressive with part of your portfolio and massively paranoid with the rest. On average, you have medium risk, but you cannot lose more than a certain amount of money. And no method of analysis, will show you losing more than, say, whatever you are allocating to risky strategies. Whereas a lot of people have a lot more allocated to semi-risky strategies, and the semi-risk is the most dangerous one because we can't compute the risk.